Back, everybody, and thanks again for sticking with us. Now, bees are some of the hardest workers in nature, and one of our local libraries is working just as hard to help people out here learn more about them. That's why Bee Cave is hosting its 4th annual Books and Bees Festival.
Joining us today is Crystal Cotti with the City of Bee Cave to explain more about the event. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, it's so great to be here with you guys. Thanks for having us.
Of course, and we'll talk about your prompts that you have here in just the next few minutes, but tell us a little bit about the event and why you decided to have it in the first place.
Well, our namesake, Bee Cave, right? We're named after these important pollinators, and if you have kids, sometimes they're a little bit afraid of bees. They don't want to get stung. But the truth is they play such an important role in our ecosystem. And the more you know about how incredible these insects are, the less afraid you are of them and the more you want to protect them. So that's why it was important for us to have a festival to celebrate the bees and also literature and the stories, as you know, that connect all of us.
And tell us a little bit more about that connection between the bees and the books. Why have that connection there?
Well, we are a Bee City USA affiliate, and so we have an obligation to promote the role that these bees play. And so, of course, we want to have some fun doing it. And actually, a former KXAN reporter and anchor, Jenny Hoff, started the Books and Bees Festival. It's her passion project 4 years ago. And it has just grown over the last 4 years. We're expecting 3,000 people. And for a small town of just 9,000 people to have a festival that brings in that many people is pretty special.
Yeah. So Jenny, I know her because I used to work with her, is a huge lover of books.
Yes.
She would tell me how when she was punished as a kid, it was because she was reading past her bedtime.
Yes.
That's amazing.
So I can see how she helped to find this. But what other authors are you going to have out there?
Well, we are so fortunate to have a wide variety of Texas authors, some from right here in Austin, others from San Antonio and Houston, but it's very Texas focused. I'm really excited I want to start with the kids author here because Amulet is a graphic novel that my daughters grew up. It really helped them kind of cross that bridge into becoming readers because of all the beautiful illustrations. So Kazu Kibuishi, who's actually a Texan himself, is going to be there. He's going to be teaching kids how to draw. So he's going to be sharing his creative process. So we're really excited to have Kazu Kibuishi coming. But it's not just for kids. Books and Bees is for all ages. So if you're a Texas buff, you'll want to check out KXAN Exodus by Stephen Hardin, another local author who lives here in Austin. We all know about the Alamo, but there's some other Texas history just as consequential that doesn't get as much emphasis, and his book goes into that. And then also growing old with a lot of humor and celebrating that different phase is all about I'm Wearing Tunics Now by Wendy Ahrens. And so she's a Bee Cave resident, and so she'll be coming out and she's going to be talking about second acts and how to get published. If you have a great idea, it doesn't matter what your age is, you can have an opportunity to have that second act. And so she'll be talking about writing and getting published.
That is certainly inspiring for sure. And also I'm seeing some honey there as well.
Yes, well, crowd favorite, you got to have something sweet and have that sensory experience. And so you can't talk about bees without talking about the honeys. So we'll have a honey tasting contest. 3 local beekeepers are going to be coming out with their honey, and then the community will get to decide their favorite honey to taste.
So this is made here locally then?
This particular honey is not local.
Okay.
This was what I was able to get in a small container to bring over. But we will have local beekeepers coming with their local honey at Books and Bees Festival on April 12th.
Very cool.
And tell us a little bit more about if somebody wants to come and check it out there in Bee Cave, where can they go to find some more information?
Well, it's completely free and open to the public. So that's the first thing, is you just can show up in Bee Cave at the Hill Country Galleria. But if you go to beecavetexas.gov, you can find all the information. We would love for you to register so we can plan for you, but we really just want to invite the community to come out. This is for you. We're all about bridging connections and bringing people together over nature and books and bringing that together. So that's April 12th, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. outside of the Bee Cave Public Library. Rain or shine, we are going to make this work.
There you go.
And we'd love to have you out and like to invite everybody out to see us.
All right, Crystal, thank you so much for being here.
Family-friendly
event that's happening, and I love how you marry the two.
Yes,
All right.
thank you.
Thanks again.
Great to see you.
We'll be right back.